Hello, I'm gonna go and explain my code. I'm Ali Abu Hamid, and this is my solution for assignment 3. We were asked in question 1 to rewrite the abort.c uh, code using the bit manipulation macros we like discussed in the lecture. So um, this is the abort.c code, uh, all of it, and I've rewritten it using macros. uh, Manipulation macros. Uh, the three macros: one to extract the child status, and one to extract the signal information or signal uh, status, and one to extract the core dump information. So the code is gonna start with checking the child, um, and it's gonna print uh, I'm the child, and then the PID of the child after, of course, forking. It's going to sleep for 5 seconds, then abort the program. And then it's going to be passed to the parent process. The information of the child is going to be passed to the parent process. Um, so realistically, in short, it's just gonna um, the code will demonstrate the creation of the child process and its termination, and how the parent will extract that information and like interpret it, and how it reacts to the information using bit manipulation. Um, yeah, so it's basically just that. Let's go ahead and compile it. You should see it with and then yep. So that's for what's it called? The rewritten macros. So I can go ahead and like compile the abort.c and see the difference. Here I compiled it, and yeah. So here the program I've rewritten has showed the status and showed the child status, the signal status, the signal information, and the core dump information. Now for question 2, was asking us to write a C program for integer basic arithmetic calculations such as addition, division, multiplication, all that stuff. So and there's like steps that we're giving in the assignment. So I've done it and commented out everything. So basically, where's the okay? So for the main, in our main, um, it's gonna declare a character buffer to store user input, and gonna print out two questions. The first one being, this program makes simple arithmetic. This is more of a comment, kind of. And this is going to ask the user to enter an arithmetic statement such as like 34 plus 132. Then it's going to proceed and read the whole input line, and it's gonna break the loop if there's an error or end of file if it had reached the end of file, and it's gonna make sure to null terminate the string or scanf, and it's gonna fork a child process um, by doing new PID equals fork. So this is creating a new child process. If there's any errors, it's gonna print it. If not, it's just gonna take the buffer. Now, yeah, and so this is just about the parent. So the parent, write the output, to the child to make your operation waiting, and it's gonna wait for the child process to eliminate. So it's gonna check for the status of the child, wait for it in order to terminate, and then it's gonna check for the termination status of the child process and make sure um, to extract the exit status of the child. Um, and this is just a handler. I don't know if I could call it like error handler, but like if the statement was wrong, it's gonna print out wrong statement. If any division by zero was made, it's gonna print out division by zero. Um, if there's like any wrong operation the input, it's gonna write wrong operation. And if nothing happens, if like everything goes smoothly, it's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna break. And I made sure to like flush the, the, the information for like a clean exit. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Go to terminal. The assignment 3Q2.c. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I can try maybe 35 plus 5 give us 40. I'm gonna try maybe 2 times 6 give us 12. Um, let's try something such as 6, 3, and give us 2. Yeah, so that's the idea about like all everything about question 2. Now I of course included comments in the code of question 2. Yeah, and that should be it for question 2. Okay, so now for question 3, question 3 in our assignment 3. Um, uh, it, it basically wants us to program and execute multiple Unix commands and some requirements. Um, so went ahead and like with this code, and it's basically wants us to put any number of commands um, that I want the PIDs to be displayed and show all process IDs, and we'll also have them executed and displayed. So uh, it's gonna take multiple arguments, like multiple type of files, text files, .py extensions, .c, um, yeah, and it's gonna fork them. It's gonna it's gonna create child processes, and it's gonna listen just for error handling. Um, and then it's gonna concatenate gonna show what's inside these files and display file content for all of the arguments we gave it, and of course it's gonna print the PID as well at the beginning. Um, where um print child process ID. Yeah, it's gonna print the child process ID, and for the each argument that was passed, each file that was passed, and it's gonna execute the Unix command to display file content. If Excel uh, P returns an error occurred, um, else it's gonna skip. It's not gonna wait. And then the parent process waits for all the child process to be executed complete, and then return 0. So it's gonna return 0. So I went ahead and compiled assignment 3, question 3. here, assignment 3, question 3, and passed hello.c example dot sh as script file and example.txt and example.python. Now here it reported to us or returned to us the child process ID. Of course, here it started forking. Um, here started forking, and it showed the process ID for this file, the hello.c, and the child process ID for example.sh, and the child PID for example.txt and PID for example.py. And then it printed out the first file using concatenation as shown here. Where is it here? And display the file content, first file, and then this is for the second file, this file, the example, the bash file, and then for the text, it also showed display the content. So it basically showed the content of all the file. Yeah, and that should be it for assignment 3 and the end of question 3. And thank you for your time.